Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Creating Crimson's Fantasy. We've got an exciting video ahead of us, but let's take a quick recap to see what happened in the last episode. In the last episode, we took a look at the early looting system, a sneak peek at the user interface concept, then we discussed the worlds and profession system. Things to look forward to for the episodes to come. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at the implemented user interface, tools tips, attributes, and more. This episode is going to open up a lot of space for imagination, so let me know what you're thinking about the game in the comments below. Let's get right into it. In the last episode, I showed off a Photoshop concept for the game's user interface. This week, I was able to turn that concept into something that functions. Now, we don't have any functional items just yet, but once we do, we'll be able to use this inventory to its fullest capability. Speaking of items, I also went ahead and created tooltips for non-usable items. Non-usable items are things like crafting materials and ingredients, things that would require a workbench to use. For those who don't know what a tooltip is an interface that pops up when you hover over things, in this case, when you hover over the inventory slots. As you loot rare items, you'll find that the tooltips become more and more intense. I plan on doing a whole range of tooltips to make items look more badass. As I stated in the last few episodes, I want to make sure that gamepad support works well in the game. Unfortunately, I've been struggling trying to get a proper system going in the interface. It would appear that UE4 doesn't have all that great of support in their widget system for gamepads, so I'm putting it on hold for now until I find the time to fix things. In the next couple weeks, I really want to get started on equipment functionality and the progression tab. I'm really excited to get these two things going. Let me know what you're excited for and what you think could be improved in the comments or in the Discord. In Crimson's Fantasy, gear progression plays a big part in your journey. As you gain more rare equipment, you'll find that gear starts to have more attributes. Attributes are things like elemental damage, increased attack speed, movement speed increases, and more. Something I made to track all of these attributes is a spreadsheet. This sheet will contain different types of gems, legendary attributes, and other things that would relate to gear progression. I'll have a link to this spreadsheet down below in the description. If you see something that's missing in the spreadsheet, let me know down in the comments. Gems also play a large part in your gear progression. They can be placed in gear sockets. Items have a small chance to contain these sockets. Some items can have multiple sockets, while some can only have one, like amulets. Similar to gear, gems will also have rarities. The rarest gems will contain unique attributes that you won't find anywhere else. You'll be able to attach and remove gems from a socket at any time through the gem cutter. The gem cutter can be found in the main hub. You'll even be able to buy gems from their shop. In the last episode, we talked about how unique attack styles can be found in specific worlds. This is no different for gems and attributes. You'll be able to find unique attributes and gems in places like the Shinobi world. An example would be items that have added sneak attributes, decreased movement sounds, increased backstab damage, and more. And that's it for this week's episode. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to follow my Twitter for updates and my Twitch. I've been streaming game development for every day this past week. So make sure you tune in, you might see some really cool behind the scenes stuff. In the next week's episode, you'll be seeing the character creation process and the concepting for the HUD. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you again on Monday.